life.
Pillow? Don't you go leaving my sight.
Suffocating, ignoring villains, leaving inside
Feeling
me.
of standing on dry land.
Oh,
Look at you. Ink all over you
never
again.
fading. It's forever lit on.
Alright? I'm up.
My skin, killing it from within. You stay a part of me for the rest of my life. You tighten your grip like shackles on both my wrists. You stay a part of me for the rest of my life. I
Maximum output.
was a dreamer, but then I grew up and saw the real world. And I looked in the mirror. I could almost see you growing under my skin, killing me
Electric diffusion.
Will you stay a part of me for the rest of my life?
Can't worry about accidents now.
I despise for you.
Take it easy. Haste makes
Back
wet rose.
every
Feel the
tear. I
Do that.
carry
Follow
you on my own. 'Cause you
Fully charged and ready to go.
only
Fully charged and time to fall.
under my skin. You're killing me from within. Will you stay
Rhode Island water treatment team. Heading out.
for the rest of my life?
Time to teach these rascals a lesson.
That person looked pretty fascinating.
Close your eyes. Feel the undulating waves. Too bad you've fallen into my trap. Alright, I'm up.
Please gather behind my shield.
Electric charge!
I'm in position. Did you just beg for mercy? Couldn't hear you over all that shelling.
Water delivery!
Ready to move.
That person looked pretty fascinating.
Don't misunderstand.
Thanks, Ægir. It would be sad if you saved him. Oh, that nurtures us all. Yep. Electric charge!
I'm in position. Did you just beg for mercy? Couldn't hear you over all that shelling. Toxic fin spine launcher ready to fire. Please gather behind my shield. I'm in position. Be glad you're only facing the sea patrol, not our regular army.
They have no path to escape.
この刃を受けてみるがよい。ここに反抗する意志すらも叩き切ってくれるわ。ここにおるぞ。さっさと私の刀が敵のありかを知っておる。
Be glad you're only facing the sea patrol, not our regular army.
They have no path to escape.
さっさと刀を交えたいものだ。
Please gather behind my shield. I'm in position. Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
さっ抜くぞ。反抗する意志すらも叩き切ってくれるわ。
Hope we don't find trouble.
EMP, ready to fire. Please, there's no escape. Let me dispel the pain.
Enemy unaware for nothing.
Feeling of standing on truth.
Enough. And goodbye.
My treatment will not hurt. Oh, careful! Fully maximum output. Yep. Collector on standby. Fully charged. Amplifying microwave frequency. Yep. Under please. I care not for valueless ones.
Ready to move. That person pretty fascinating.
Time to fall. Please, let me. There's no escape. Oh, careful! Yep, electric diffusion. Come with me, everyone. You'll always know me by the Deepcolor I can. Oh, look at you. Ink all over you again.
The air's so dry. No, it's nothing. I'm in position. Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
They have no power to withstand.
Enemy unaware. For now.
As you ask. Come to I have no doubt. They have no path to escape.
I'm in position. Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
I come from the depths of the ocean. They have no way to advance. Humble, I care not for valueless ones. My treatment will not hurt.
Ready to move. Breathe. Focus.
Oh, look at you. Ink all over you again. I have no doubt. They have no path to escape.
Please gather behind my shield.
I come from the depths of the ocean. They have no position to evade. I care not for valueless ones. They have no position to evade.
I'm in position. Did you just... I'm in position. Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
Sometimes your grasp of the surrounding situation makes me instinctually fearful. Yes, I believe you could make even sea terrors comprehend fear. So, do you intend to feel happy about this?